Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Children's Church. I'm so glad to have you here with me. And this week we are in the book of Mark, not Matthew. Matthew is a little too terse. We're in the book of Mark, chapter 5, verse 30. We're still talking about the life of Jesus, marching along through his life and things that happened in it. And today we're talking about a miracle that is usually referred to as the feeding of the 5,000. We're going to jump right in at verse 30 of Mark chapter 6. Mark chapter 6, I'm sorry. And if you want to follow along. The apostles gathered around Jesus and reported to him all that they had done and taught. And he said to them, "Come away by yourselves to a remote place and rest a while." For many people were coming and going, and they did not even have time to eat. So they went away in a boat by themselves to a remote place. But many people saw them leaving and recognized them. People ran there by land from all the towns and arrived ahead of them. So he stepped ashore and saw a huge crowd and had compassion on them, because they were like sheep without a shepherd, and then he began to teach them many things. When it was already late, his disciples approached him and said, "This place is a wilderness and it's already late. Send them away that they can go into the surrounding countryside and villages to buy something to eat." "You give them something to eat," he responded. They said to him, "Should we go away and buy 200 denarii worth of bread and give them something to eat?" He asked them, "How many loaves you have? Go look." When they found out, they said, 5 and 2 fish. This was all from a small boy's lunch his mother had sent with him. Then he instructed them to have all the people sit down in groups on the grass. They sat down in ranks of hundreds and fifties, and then he took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish. Looking up to heaven, he blessed and broke the loaves. He kept giving them to his disciples to set before the people. He also divided the 2 fish among them all. Everyone ate and was filled, and then he picked up 12 basketfuls of pieces of fish and bread. Now those who ate the bread and fish were 5,000 men. Now remember, they only counted the men. That doesn't mean there weren't women and children there. That's just who they counted. So it was actually even more. With a simple small offering, Jesus fed well over 5,000 people. Imagine what God can do with the offerings we give him. And I can give you a very concrete example of that. For a very long time, our food pantry was run from $1 from every person in the church, our miracle dollar. And God took that and he multiplied it. We're now the 3rd largest food pantry in the state. We give out a lot of food and we help a lot of people, all from the offerings of a pretty small congregation. God takes our small offering and makes it something greater than what we could do alone. What we as a church can do is so much greater than what one of us can do alone. That's what I want you guys to remember for this week. And I will see you next week for another lesson in the life of Jesus.